Tune in on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. All right, so today I kind of got a little crazy idea about trying to take this IQ 120 that I had on the Weber Smoky Mountain and put it on the offset and kind of, close the gap between convenience like Traeger and, good old stick burner taste and everything and barbecue of an offset. So had to kind of mess with the damper a little bit, bend it down so that way the airflow can go through, because the positioning, there's still left that gap at the bottom, so I had to leave that in there. Kind of got the little pilot hole going right here. I'm going to be using one of those step drill bits to kind of get the hole a little bit bigger so I could put the gasket in for the thermometer probe. But pretty much this is that step drill bit right here. And but yeah, so we're gonna be trying this out, seeing if this actually will work or not. Got my bed of coal and hickory ready to go. Throw the piece of mesquite on so we can get the fire going here. And like I said, we're gonna be doing tri-tip from Vera Earl, premium beef. And man, look at this tri-tip. This thing's ridiculous looking. Look at that fat marbling right there. This thing's a 3-pounder. It looks great. Of course, I'm gonna be using more of that Blues Hogs concoction that I got, and then I'm gonna be throwing on some Meat Church Holy Voodoo. And a little trick learned from Myron Mixon, use one of these little baking racks right here. So when you put rub on one side of the meat, throw it down the other, it's not gonna get all messed up on whatever the surface is that you're doing while you prep the other side. And here's a little shot again. IQ 120 set up there on the firebox. Got the probe in there. Get it all ready to go. All right, so gonna check in on it. I had to do some engineering, of course, but sitting at 227 at the probe. Probe is just to the right off center and about a few inches below the grate. So first gauge reading about 260. It's right there closest to the firebox. Center is about 290 or so, but of course that's reading up high, heat rising, so it makes sense. And then you got about 240 on the far left. So 240 on the far left and 226, 227 right center, but again sitting a few inches lower, so I think that few inches is making a difference there. So I think it's pretty accurate. So I have the temp set to 250 on the IQ 120. So it goes through cycles, a little blowing, then it kind of starts to generate a little bit more air to get it closer to that temp. But nice clean smoke there. Got a good ash and wood bed set up, and threw a stick of mesquite there, and it's looking good. So overall, I think it's working, which is awesome. So we'll see how it goes for this tri-tip. Forgot to mention, I'm powering the IQ 120 out there with the Jackery, so that's how we're getting that sweet smoke rolling. And time for a Guinness. Got to get some of that best pour and beer right there, in my opinion. And here's the tri-tip. Came out awesome. Got to about internal temp about 160 or so, but super easy. Hardly used any coals. I mean, that IQ 120 kept it going. Just threw some sticks in there for smoke, but super happy with it, and on to the next smoke. See ya.